My district is home to over 1 million acres of privately held timberland, so I'd like to thank the committee for their work in supporting paper mills and timber products with the reams of paper we have here in front of us. My congressional district is truly a perfect microcosm of Washington state agriculture. We are mostly small or very small diversified farms that grow blueberries and hazelnuts, raise poultry, produce eggs and dairy, and grow and sell the 6th highest amount of aquaculture by congressional district. As I mentioned, we're also home to over 1 million acres of private forest land and a complex, interdependent web of mills that process the public and private timber that builds our houses and underpins our rural economies. Last year, I hosted a lot of listening sessions with farmers. I visited many small and local farms across my district. I worked hard to listen and represent their values and priorities in effecting a bipartisan farm bill. Many of the priorities point to the need to empower farmers and foresters with the tools and resources they need to respond to a constantly changing climate where extreme heat and drought are making their jobs harder than ever. What are my cranberry growers supposed to do when it's 65 degrees one day and 100 degrees the next? This week, a third-generation dairy farmer from my district wrote an op-ed about the critical need for federal support of climate-oriented programs that the USDA. Maynard writes, "Climate-smart programs put farmers at an advantage of being able to help themselves, their farm, and the environment all in one package." But this farm bill makes accessing these types of practices more challenging. I've sent letters outlining my priorities of my farmers and producers, introduced bipartisan marker bills, and met with Chairman Thompson many times to discuss this bill as it was being put together. And despite all of this, many of my constituents' priorities have been left out, while vital programs have taken historic cuts. Generational farms and producers in my district need to be at the table and not on the menu. I cannot, in good conscience, support pitting hungry seniors against rural schools and dairymen like Maynard and his son Jack. I can't ask them to fight for scraps when their interests should have been fundamental to the base text. It's not acceptable to me. And if $30 billion cut to SNAP wasn't enough, this bill takes an additional swipe to undermine the public servants who work tirelessly to ensure their community is connected to the benefits they deserve. I look forward to working with our colleagues in the Senate on a bipartisan bill that reflects the best of what we can achieve. Let's keep our community at the core of our work today. I hope that we do not devolve into personal attacks. I urge us all to remember 1 Corinthians 13. If I speak with tongues of angels and men, if I understand all mysteries, if I understand all knowledge, if I have faith to move mountains, but I don't have love, I am nothing. And I hope that that love is what guides us, that brings us to a better bipartisan farm bill.